Hi, everybody. We're at the big pre-playoff football rally. Ronnie, Wald here at Jim's Superburgers in Pico, Rivera, California. For the first time since 2010, this Don's football team of El Rancho High School is heading to the playoffs. We've got a number of the key performers, players from the Dons, and of course, this is number 10 of our Vinnie Lopez show, segment number 10. And we've got the coach right here. Coach, in your second year at the helm, running things for this Dons program, did you ever imagine that you would be into the playoffs now so soon?
Absolutely. I think we was probably disappointed we didn't make it last year. You know, we were, not to dwell on last year, but we were 1 point away from being a second place finisher as well and being in the playoffs. So, you know, for sure our goal when we started out this season in January was make the playoffs and make a run at the championship.
All right. Now, Coach, we don't want to spend too much time talking about last Thursday night, a loss with Lucerna, but how do you pick up the pieces now, put that behind you, and concentrate now on a very tough foe? Let's face it, what you're going up against in Dominguez is one of the top football programs anywhere, right?
Yeah, you know, it is what it is, man. We had an opportunity to play for the league title, first time in 16 years, and we were very happy and very proud of that fact. And, you know, we just came out on the short end of the stick. I'm not going to take it away from Lucerna. Lucerna is a good football team, and they played very well. You know, we made a lot of mistakes. We didn't give ourselves the opportunities that we needed to take advantage of. So we'll get better. We got a large senior class and you know, a really, really good, solid group of football players. So we're going to rely heavily on the senior leadership to get us through and bounce back, you know. We're really good after a loss. We haven't had a lot, but, you know, we're really come back. Our kids come back focused and ready to go. So I feel really good about going into Dominguez. So Dominguez is a tough physical football team. They don't throw the ball at all, really. If they throw the ball 3 times in a game, it's a lot. So we got to go in there and play smash mouth football for 48 minutes, and our defense is going to have to come up huge.
All right, let's talk to a few of the players now that make the difference. The coaches are an important part of this, but they're the guys that have to play the game and have done this remarkable run. Let's start with Adrien Perez. Adrien, on the offensive line, you've created so many openings for Ryan Araujo and for the offensive crew. Tell us how it's all shaped up this year. Has it turned out to be the year you expected, a team that was playing for the Del Rio League title and now going into the playoffs?
Yeah, pretty much has been the team like we expected. Like, all of us came out, like we've just poured our hearts into the game this year and the season basically, and everyone just worked like very hard. And like overall, like we didn't win the league championship, but everyone still worked their hardest.
All right, tell us about your coaches. There's one sitting right here, so I know you. Don't look at him now.
You might want to ask him that.
Okay, yeah. This is completely. You're giving us the complete unbridled truth here. But what about the coaching staff this year at El Rancho to help lead you to this success?
You know, the coaching staff's pretty good. Like, they teach us like everything we need to know, and they always go in there with the game plan like ahead of time. So like the players, they already know what they're supposed to do and like what they're gonna do to succeed during that game, and that's it.
Great. Well, we're happy that we got you on. We owed you an interview. One of our interviews was like a silent movie. Adrien was talking in it. I couldn't hear his voice, but now you can hear he's articulate, fine young man. Now let's turn over to Malachi Allen on the defensive line. Malachi, defensive player of the game. A difficult loss again with Lucerna, but you're putting that behind you now. You're going on the road. You're going to play Dominguez. What's that all about?
You know, going into it, I hear like they're a good football team. I've never really played against them before, but I know that they do run a ring team. They run a lot, so I'm just preparing for a really tough physical game.
All right. Have you been able to look at any film of Dominguez, take a good look at what they're all about? What have the coaches told you to keep an eye out going into the game Friday?
I've watched film on them from Downey and against Paramount, and you know, they look big and physical, but they pull a lot, so the coach has been telling me to follow the guards.
All right, now the offensive player of the game, Anrdrew Perea. Anrdrew, you came in. Okay. I see you have your own personal fan club here at Jim's Superburgers, you know. But Anrdrew, you fortunately were able to engineer a drive to get the only score that El Rancho was able to come up with against Lucerna. Okay, I know you don't get as much playing time, but you do make the most of the time you're in there, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Every time I go in, I just try to do as much as I can for the team and just try to put points up on the board every drive I get.
And when you find yourself in that backup role, I know it has to be difficult for you. You're a talented young man, but what do you have to do as being a good teammate to keep up that role? And how do you prepare yourself for the moment in time that you may have to come in there and get the job done?
You just got to be thinking every week that you're going to come in as a starter, and you got to have that mentality that, you know, you could come in at any point in the game and any play, and you're just one play away.
Well, we're happy that you were awarded Offensive Player of the Game, Malachi Defensive Player of the Game, and we're very excited that we had an opportunity to watch you guys at work this year. Outstanding young men, great players. Just wanted to add that in, and I'm sure you would second that as well. You're very proud of your boys, aren't you, Coach Lopez?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we've done a fantastic job, you know, because the boys have worked their butts off and they've bought in and believed to what we're selling. And you know, they've done a tremendous turnaround. You know, last year's senior class was huge and instrumental in the turnaround here at the school. And, you know, this class as well has taken us one step further. And, you know, we expect to get bigger and bigger and bigger and continue to grow this program, you know, into a powerhouse.
Okay. And, Coach, you did allude to the fact that you're going to have a difficult game. One will bring you on Waldcast.com on Friday at Dominguez. But what are the keys to victory on Friday night?
The keys to victory, we got to stop the run defensively. You know, we can't give them the edge. They're a fast football team. And if we give them the edge, it's to the house. So we've got to be able to stop the run defensively, and then offensively, we got to be able to move the ball when they have 6 in the box. We got to establish the run game, and our receivers have got to be able to get off of man coverage. So it's going to be a fun challenge for us, but you know, I think overall it's a good draw for us. I think it's a very winnable football game for us, and if we go out there and do what we expect our kids to do, we're going to be playing home a week from Friday against the winner of Norwalk West Covina.
That's right. We're going to just hopefully keep this going as far as we can. So, Coach Lopez, thanks so much. Really appreciate it. A program note will be on Friday. If you don't happen to make it down there to the Compton Paramount area, Dominguez High School, we'll have it on this first round game on Waldcast.com coming up 7 p.m. on the West Coast. Don't you dare miss it. And for the guys here, Anrdrew, put it there. And all the best. Thanks for a great year, Malachi. Enjoyed watching you as well. And now your parents won't get mad at me. There they are in the back. Okay. It's payback time. Adrien, Perez, Coach Lopez, thanks for everything. And we'll, again, be there with you and rooting you on and exhorting you on to great victories. This Don's team, what an exciting year in 2013 for the first time since 2010, making it into the playoffs. A very special thank you to Jim Superburgers, our new and fantastic relationship. Dimitri, thanks, Bobby and Christina and the whole gang here. The brand new Jim Superburgers located at Passons and Telegraph. They were located across the street for a number of years. Now they're in a brand new location, and you're going to love checking it out. So the DUI is here. I guess everyone knows what that is. Yeah, some people with a thumbs up on that one. Have you tried the DUI, Coach?
No, I have not.
No, it's quite a concoction. There's a lot of imitators, but they're number one. And there's a lot of imitators think that they could be the real Dons, but there's only one El Rancho Dons, right? Let's hear it for the Dons. So from Jim Superburgers and beautiful Pico, Rivera, we'll talk to you Friday on the network. Ronnie Wald signing off for now from Jim Superburgers. Go Dons.